and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons University, episode number 4. This is the week of the 19th. My name is Ethan. I am the dungeon master for this campaign. D&DU is a loose canon of just normal Dungeons and Dragons. We take a lot of liberties with it. We try to have fun with it. And I said I was gonna start doing fun facts for characters that you guys have met this week. So, um, fun fact about Sar this week: um, she is not a natural ginger.
She's not a what? A natural
She's
ginger?
no, she's not a natural ginger.
You think you know a person.
Yeah, so maybe you guys can unpack that later. Maybe
Well,
do
how
a
does she dye her hair? Does she use like magic to do it, or does she like spells and shit, or does she
you'll
use like, huh?
you'll have to find out.
All right.
You might have to ask her, but yeah, that's my fun fact for SAR this week. But yeah,
Are these facts known to us?
no, there's kind of just like fun stuff that I'm just throwing out there. If you guys want to expand on it in the episode, then you can. But otherwise, they're just kind of cosmetic slash scene setting tidbits that I think are kind of fun for characters.
I don't know. I'm just curious.
Alrighty, Anthony.
Hello, I am Anthony. I play Jim the Aarakocra, and my fun fact is that Jim is 6% crow and is extremely fascinated by shiny objects.
Oh, okay. Maybe throw some more coins and money out there for you to investigate.
I know I might have to use that one later.
Against me?
Maybe for you too. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't
Depends
trust
on
you.
the situation.
Alrighty, Quinn.
I think we're gonna get a little bit deep and dirty with Skiz, and it is a little bit of a gross fact, but so Skiz has a taste for certain rocks, and he really likes to eat certain rocks as like a deep gnome. But when he eats those rocks, they kind of like if he eats like a lot of rocks, they like kind of grind up in his stomach and grind up everything else he eats, and it makes his poop come out in like a kind of like a sandy paste that chafes his butthole really badly. So he does like to eat rocks, but it comes at a cost.
Wait, but does he poop out the rocks too, or?
Yeah, but like the rock, he grinds them up and everything, and then they like
Oh,
also like he chews them a tiny bit and like breaks them up, and then they like shift around in his stomach and grind each other and everything else in there up.
oh my God.
Yep.
His stomach's a canyon.
Pretty much, yeah. That's just how deep gnomes are, I guess. I don't know.
It's a common known fact. I'm Kirsten. I play Thad Ladley, a half elf bard. And Thad's favorite drink is a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Nice.
Is it specifically you have to make it from the dew from some plants on a mountain,
Yeah.
and then you need a wizard to blast it with magic missiles? All right, that's
The
how
wizard took me a spell.
yeah, that's how yeah, that's how Baja Blast. I'll make a Baja Blast appear in this campaign.
Nice.
Hi, my name's Jack. I play Gundrick Farforge, and my fun fact for the day is Gundrick doesn't realize that other people aren't safe from poisons because dwarves are resistant to poisons, but he doesn't realize that everyone else gets like killed by them or faces side effects.
Oh, so yeah, Gunnar just is like, you think he's more like, oh, I get a little bit sick off of it, but he doesn't realize that poisons are actually lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool. Okay. So last time the party took their first request to dive into the sewers of Waterdeep to kill some rats, and you were all exposed to the request system of the university. While in the sewers, you guys discovered some strange rat mutations, including like a bird rat and a really big muscular rat that you guys fought. It was like a rat king with some sort of sentience. After Sar kind of refused to tell you guys what was going on for fear of your guys' quote unquote safety. You guys just kind of left the sewers and finished your request for the day. When you got back to the guild house, you guys experienced a vision. Yeah, I don't think you guys know it was a shared vision, but you guys all experienced the same vision that ended with a mysterious voice telling you guys to prepare for a day of reckoning and that you can trust Sar and Alvis for it. And with that, a new day has risen upon the week. And as the sun shines, it probably hits Jim first since he's roosting on the roof of the guild house.
I thought I was
But
in the attic.
oh yeah, yes, you are in the attic. So, but the attic probably has windows, so
Do you like
it'll hit you
all in
first.
the morning like a rooster? Like a
No
I don't think
rooster in my blood.
Yeah, no rooster DNA.
You'll have to stay tuned to find out what other DNA there is.
Oh,
We'll just keep adding on.
We'll do a 23andMe episode.
you have to start writing down your percentages then.
Oh, I got it written down.
Nice.
Yeah, so as the morning light comes up, the sun shines through your guys' windows. You hear Sar bound upstairs. She made breakfast for you guys again, and she wakes you guys up and she says, "Hey, sleepyheads, who's ready for another day? We got 3 more requests to get to either today or this week, but we can get to it whenever. So whatever you guys want to do." So yeah, she's been knocking on your guys' doors this morning, albeit kind of rudely barging in to your guys' rooms. So the doors are wide open, and she goes back downstairs to make some breakfast.
I didn't hear her through my snoring at all. Like nothing. Still sleeping.
Skiz was like already awake when she came in and tinkering.
It's menacing.
I'm gonna roll investigation or perception for SAR, so if she can see what you were tinkering with. Okay, she rolled a 9, so she does not know what you were tinkering
Nice. Good, because I didn't have anything planned.
Yeah, I'll go down for some breakfast.
I think Thad is gonna be. He's gonna wake up from his puddle of drool, and he's gonna be slow to go, but he'll eventually make his way. He's kind of meandering down the stairs.
Cool. So yeah, as you two join SAR for breakfast, it's the same spread as the previous day. You know, egg, sausage, fantasy bacon. You know, the works. She has some bread laid out as well. Yeah, and she goes, oh, well, did Skiz come downstairs too, or
Yeah,
Skiz
Skiz
just
can
figured?
come down as
Okay,
well,
yeah, so it's everyone but Gundrik. So she goes, oh, wow, that Gundrik's a heavy sleeper, huh? I guess I better go try wake him up again. And so she leaves and she bounces to your room, and you're snoring very, very loudly. And she goes and whispers to your ear, and she goes, Lamelia's here to see you.
And I jump out of bed.
And she goes, I'm just kidding. That was just to get you awake.
And I go, funny joke there, Sar. And I like put my head against the pillow, but I don't go back to sleep and like lay there for a second before getting up.
Yeah, she's just standing in the room. She goes, wow, everything really is on the left side, huh?
Safety. It seems like no ghosts have come since I moved to left side.
Wait,
Yeah,
I thought you moved everything
Wait,
to
I
the
moved
right
to right side. I moved to right side. Yeah,
To the right side. Okay, yeah. So everything's on the right side. And she goes, well, I mean, like I said, I don't think any ghosts can get in here. I have a ward against ghosts on the house, but I mean, if that makes you feel more comfortable, I'm not going to really judge you on that. So she says, yeah, come down for breakfast if you have time, or if you want to get an early start in the day. We're probably going to choose a one of the 3 requests. So yeah, come down whenever you want to. And she leaves the room to go eat breakfast.
Yeah, sounds good. I get ready and head downstairs.
Cool. So yeah, everyone's munching downstairs. Everyone's eating some food. As Sar slaps the request on the table, she goes, as a refresher, here's the remaining 3 requests we have. So the first one is to deliver a love letter. Ooh, I like that one. And all right, Skiz, not everyone wants to do little tricky stuff like you, but I don't know. I find that one kind of endearing and really sweet. And she points to the second one, and she goes, so the next one is to defeat a death knight in a nearby like town square.
I high five like Skiz while he does that.
Yeah.
So I sense this is probably where you guys are leaning towards. And the third one is to just help out at a local tavern. So yeah.
We squashed rats yesterday. Do we really need to fight again today? Let's do love letter or tavern. I like tavern. Involves drinking.
Serving people is beneath us, Gunderic.
Yeah, I gotta say I'm with Jim on this one.
I don't know. I
Alright.
kind of like Gundrik's vibe of taking a day to, do a little hard work, get our hands dirty.
Oh, okay. So let's see.
Disagreement in the party here.
Yeah, it looks like we have a tie. So how about you guys all give me a persuasion check, and then Sar will decide one way or the other which way to go.
All of us?
Yeah, we'll technically
Combined
do it.
scores.
Yeah, combine it out of 40. So everyone roll a d20 for
Persuasion?
persuasion. Yeah.
I got a 13 plus 6, 19.
I got it.
Ooh.
17.
I got a total of 9.
17 plus 3, 20.
So
I
29.
got a 15 plus 4, 19.
Oh,
we've
so
lost.
Let's go with Dad!
so Sar kind of mulls it over and she says, "Yeah, after the whole rat thing yesterday, I'm kind of feeling a more chill day. So
I'm gonna kind of nudge. I'm gonna nudge Jim, and be like, "Hey, Jimbo, what if like me and you just went on and tried to fight this Death Knight over there?"
I think we could take him. I don't know if...
Wow. You
Yeah,
just pilot him, drop me down there like a bomb. I'll just land on him and just.
I
And
don't know.
Sar
What
goes-
is the dungeon master?
yeah, and Sar goes, "Well, I mean, yeah, if you guys feel like you're ready to split, I mean, yesterday was honestly, I'm kind of impressed with you guys yesterday. So if you want to split it up, we can split it up.
I mean,
For the day.
realistically, I don't want to split the party.
I mean, if you guys really want to fight the Death Knight, I'm willing to split the party, and then we can flip flop back and forth during today's session. But I don't really care. Whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, I could be convinced to do Love Letter, but
No, we're in the tavern.
the Tavern, but
Oh yes. So Thad and Gunderic, do you guys want to do like the tavern, or do you want to deliver the love letter? What do you guys want to do?
Let's do tavern.
Tavern.
I like tavern.
Cool. Yeah. So yeah, let's head down to the tavern, I guess. And she puts all the dishes in the sink, and she goes, "We'll leave that for Alvis, maybe." And
Elvis does chores.
she goes, "Yeah, sometimes. If I had to be honest, they'll probably still be dirty when we get back, so I'll end up washing them, but it's whatever." And she goes, "Yeah, I'll go ahead and just drop you guys off at the tavern. I have a couple errands I need to run today, so it'll just be you guys. And yeah, I'll lead you to the tavern." So as you guys exit the guild house, you walk down the streets, you leave campus and you walk down the streets of Waterdeep. It's about maybe a 5-10 minute walk from the campus, and you reach a cavern called the Stone's Throw. And she goes, "Well, here we are. This is the requester." And she hands you the paper, and she goes, "Yeah, go ahead and give this to the barkeep when you get in there, and he'll pretty much explain what you need to do." Yeah, but as for me, I need to go run some errands in the city real quick, so I'll just come pick you guys back up. And she looks at the sun and she goes, "Maybe about 3-4 hours from now. I think you guys will be able to help out for that amount of time and probably satisfy him." And she waves goodbye and she walks off. So yeah, what do you guys want to do from here?
I wonder why he only needs help for one day. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
is it like a holiday or something?
Yeah, maybe there's some kind of festival going on.
Or maybe some of his staff quit. You never know.
We shall see. And I open the door.
Cool. So as you open the door to the Stone's Throw, it's a pretty modest tavern, not anything too fancy or exciting. It's all wooden interior. There's a staircase on the right side leading up to what you presume to be like tavern, like inn rooms. On the main floor, there's just a bunch of tables and a fireplace. And further back, you see a long bar with an innkeep kind of just polishing the bar. He's obviously older. It looks like in his mid-40s. He's pretty, what's the word, like rugged. He has a pretty bushy beard. He's a small plump man, and he's cleaning the bar, and he noticed you guys come in, and he goes, "Oh, how can I help you today?"
Skizz is gonna head up to the bar, and be like, "Oh yeah, can I grab a drink real quick?
Yeah. What do you want?
What do you got?"
I mean, on tap, we got some teal moon. We got some livid apple trees. We
Any
got some,
snorkel?
snorkels. Yeah, let me check in the back real quick. So he goes in the back, and you hear him rummaging around, and he comes out with a he comes out with a little like bamboo or like wooden cylinder with a small hole at the end of it, and he goes, "Yeah, we have these. We got these delivered to us last week. Apparently, it's all the rage with some college students right now. But if you want some,
Yeah, I'll take one of them.
it's 5 copper."
Put it on my tab.
And what's your name?
Jeff.
Can I see some identification, please?
I left it back in my room, but we gotta. We're here to help out, so you can just take it out of my paycheck at the end of the day.
And did a roll persuasion.
Nice. Shooby-doo, 19, 16 plus 2.
Cool. And so he goes, yeah. And so he sets it down in front of you, and he goes, cool. Yeah, Jeff, right?
Yep, that's Jeff.
Alrighty, I'll start a tab for Jeff. And you said you were here to help out, so you took my request?
Yep, absolutely. So, what you need?
Yeah. So he and he waves the rest of you over. He goes, yeah, I assume these are your friends that came to help you, right?
Friends is a word.
He goes,
Yes, we are here to help.
yeah, awesome, great. So he extends his hand. He goes, yeah, my name is Billy Goat. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Billy Goat.
Is no one gonna shake Billy Goat's hand?
I will shake Billy Goat's hand.
Okay, awesome. So he shakes Gunrik's hand. He's like, "Oh, nice firm handshake you got there, son." And so he turns to the rest of you and he goes, "Yeah. So my wife and some of my staff are out on a team bonding trip this week. So I put in like various requests. You guys picked the one up for today. So you guys really only need to help me today, and then some new kids or whatever will cycle in tomorrow to help me. So yeah, just help me out for a few hours today, and we'll be all good. I just need you guys to serve patrons, entertain them. Customers always right. Grab drinks from whatever floats their boat. And since it's a Tuesday, it's going to be probably a really slow day, so nothing too major." And he goes in the back and he comes out with little aprons for you guys. He goes, "Yep, just put these on so people will know your staff." And yeah, there's not much to do. He goes, "The mugs are back there. Everything on tap's back there. If they want food, just let me know and I'll whip it up real quick. But yeah, just go ahead and spread out in the building and wait for people to come in, because you guys got here pretty early in the morning." So
I was gonna say that's a good point. We're here at like 9 a.m. in the morning on a Tuesday.
Who knows when people like to drink?
yeah. So yeah,
A lot of day drinkers.
he hands out the aprons, and yeah. So we'll say your shift starts now.
What are you thinking, guys? Should we each take a zone?
I guess that works.
Yeah, sure.
Zone defense. I'm a fan.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously not too much is happening. It's a Tuesday morning, so you guys are kind of just milling around for an hour or two. But at around, we'll say you guys got there around like 9:30. So around like 10:30, 11, a couple of Waterdeep residents or just normal civilians come by, and they're not anything too special. They're just like, oh yeah. They sit down. Let's see. I'll roll a d4, and that'll determine what zone they sit down in. I assume you guys are in zone.
We'll
zone
just
3.
eat in a corner, right?
So we'll say Anthony's 1. Quinn is 2.
So is the like owner behind the bar, or like
Yeah,
is one of us?
He's
Okay,
behind. He's behind the bar.
We're
Basically, you
just
guys
out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're just like servers pretty much.
Awesome.
So yeah, we'll say Anthony is zone 1, Quinn is zone 2, Kirsten's zone 3, and Jack is zone 4. So the two civilians that came in, they beeline straight for Thad's zone, because Thad seems like a fun guy, and they go, "Hey, they're small little gnomes too." They go, "Hey, what do you guys got on tap today?"
Oh, let me check for you really quick. So Thad's gonna run over to the bar. He's a little frantic, but he's really really excited to be working. So he's gonna ask for. They have a list that he can get.
Yeah, Billy goes, "Yeah, what's up? What do you want from me?"
What's on tap?
Oh, on tap, yeah. So just keep this in your head. I don't really have menus or anything. So we got a couple of livid apple trees. We got some teal moons. We got some Miller High Lives. You know, they call that the champagne of beer. What else do we have? We have flower lights. You know, just the usual suspect.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna go back over to the table.
Cool. And so the two gnomes are like, "Yeah, don't you work here? I mean, I would assume you would have known."
Yeah, sorry, a little new around here.
Yeah, it's all right, all good. So yeah, what do you guys have on tap?
Okay. So there's teal applegates and
Okay, that's a new one.
Yeah, they're good, I think. And then there's beer pains.
Beer pains.
And
that sounds painful.
and high millertons.
High militants. That sounds like some pipe weed stuff.
No, maybe. But yeah, I think that's it.
All right. So the one of the gnomes goes, "I'll have a high militant," and the second one, he goes, "I'll have a beer pain." Like the pain.
So Thad's gonna scribble that down. Pretty poor handwriting, pretty tough to read, and he's gonna hand it over to the bartender.
Okay, so Billy Goat takes the order and he goes, "Thad, what the hell is this?"
I just I told him the list you gave me.
What the fuck is a beer pain and a high Millerton?
The champagnes of the beers.
Okay. So this one's a Miller High Life. Okay, I got that one. But what the hell is a beer pain?
You I don't know. You said it.
All right, I'll figure something out. So
yeah, that's good.
He goes to the back and you hear some doors closing, and he comes back and he has a nice tall glass of Miller High Life, and then the other one, it's in a ale mug, but you see it's kind of like a dark murky liquid with thorns in it. And he goes, "All right, I guess serve this to them."
Oh, they're gonna love it. And he very excitedly approaches the table.
Cool. And so the gnomes go, "Oh yeah, you got our beer, you got our booze. We've been looking forward to this all morning. We've been slaving away in the mines at night."
Oh wow, that's pretty impressive work. But yeah, we got some great drinks made up special just for y'all here.
Cool. So the one who ordered the Miller High Life, he takes a nice swig and goes, just like from my mama's titty. And then the second one who ordered the beer pain, he takes a small sip, and as you see him take a sip, the thorns just start piercing his lips and his mouth as he drinks it. And he goes, "Yeah, I like that. This is good. Is this normally on the menu?"
I think it's maybe a special for today.
Oh, well, make sure put in a good word for the barkeep for me, because I really like this.
Is he just bleeding from his mouth, like all over his mouth?
The thorns are just stuck in his mouth. There's like little like mini adhesions. He's like bleeding slightly, but he's smiling. He likes it, and he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I really like this."
That's gonna, as he's talking, he's gonna just really slowly like slide a napkin over towards this man, just to kind of be there for him, and he's gonna, anything else for you guys over here?
He goes, "No, I'm good." And then he takes a napkin and he's not wiping, he's dabbing his mouth, so the thorns are getting stuck in like even more into his mouth. And he goes, oh yeah, I like that." And so yeah, the two gnomes have been taken care of, and they seem content for now.
That's gonna finger guns and walk away.
Yeah. So the barkeep actually waves that over, and he goes, Dad, come over here real quick."
Yeah. What's up?
He goes, "So how did that one little dude like the beer pain?"
He definitely liked it. I think so. Maybe too much, but I'm just gonna let you handle that. But I mean, yeah,
Okay.
he would like it on the menu, so.
Okay, good. Because basically what I did is I trimmed a cactus out back, and then I pissed in it, and then I put in some like donkey milk in there. So if that works for him, then I guess that works for him.
Yeah, big hit, I guess.
It's like, all right, good. Just go back. You did good, Dad. Proud of you.
Thanks. Wow. And that is Thad's very excited. That's the first time someone said they're proud of him in 2
Okay.
years. So
Aw.
that hits deep.
Gotcha. Yeah. So after that's taken care of, you can wait like 20, 30 more minutes. And waltzing into the bar next is actually Lamelia. She's clad in full armor, her full golden armor, and she walks into the bar and she sits down in Gundrik's section, and she looks like wiped and tired. Like her hands are in her face, and she looks exhausted.
Thad's gonna like elbow Gundrik in the like that kind of getting him excited, like, oh, see her over
I'm
there.
so excited. Like this is like my hero right here. Like I want to join like her guild so badly, since it's like where like all the builders usually are. So I walk up and I go, "Oi, Lamelia, tough day?"
And she looks up and she goes, "Oh, hey Gundrik, I didn't know you worked here."
Oh, I'm just taking a request board request for today. They needed some help.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's just been a really tiring day. I had night shift, and then I just got off a night shift, if I had to be honest. So I just really need something to drink right now. What do you guys have?
Yeah, so we have Miller High Life.
Okay,
We
not a fan
have
of that.
Teal Moon.
Okay, that's getting better.
We have Livid Apple Orchard. And I think that is it on the menu today.
Okay, yeah. Give me one of those livid apples or whatever. Just grab me one of those. That'll be thank you so much. I'd really appreciate that.
Awesome. And I go over and I go up to the barkeep. And I'm like,
really
one of the livid apple, whatever. What is it called again?
The livid apple trees. Yeah, I got
livid apple trees. One of those.
So yeah, he goes back and he comes out and with a mug with little apples growing off of it and with the booze inside. And he goes, "Yep, here you go." And just make sure to collect payment, or if she wants to start a tap.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
Or would that be a nature check?
I feel like nature might be more.
Okay.
Oh no, you can do Arcana. You can do Arcana.
Yeah, no, either works. I just want to know what you think's fair.
Yeah.
I have good for either.
Either is fine.
Yeah. Well, I got a 7, so I probably have no idea what's going on with that drink, right?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
You just know it's a pretty cool looking mug with small little apples growing out of it and just the booze in it. So yeah.
I look at him like, whoa, this is crazy, as I point to the barkeep, and I walk over.
Yeah, Billy goes, yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
And so I walk over, and go, all right, one livid apple tree. I hope you're able to get some good rest, Lamelia.
Yeah, so Lamelia takes the mug and she downs it in one, and she goes, "Oh my god, that hit the spot. Thank you so much, Gundrik." And she goes, "Oh yeah, I almost forgot." And she rummages in her armor pocket and she pulls out a card and she hands it to you, and she goes, "Here, I'd actually talked to one of my stonemasons, and he seems really excited to meet you. He said he hasn't met a Heldorf in a while, so yeah, he's super excited." And she hands you the card.
I think I need to make like some type of save to like hide how excited I am.
Yeah.
What would that be?
Do you want to do a charisma save?
I'll do a charisma save. Okay. I got a 10. How excited? How well am I able to hide my excitement?
Not very well. You're clearly excited about the opportunity, but you're not like jumping up and down.
Yeah. So I'm clearly like just like my eyes go wide and like I like have a smile just shoot across my face for a second, and then I like suppress it and I go, thank you very much, Lamelia.
Yeah, she goes, "Yeah, of course. I mean, I just want to help out as much as I can. So, yeah, if you feel free to come by the guild and ask for this guy if you want to learn more about stonemasonry." And as you take the card, you see the name Mr. Mo Stason. That's his name, Mo Stason, and that's pretty much all it is. It's just the name and no
Awesome.
really contact information. She just goes, "Yeah, just drop by the guild. He's there most of the time. So, yeah, just go to the guild reception at Lion's Pride and they'll direct you to him."
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And she goes, "And if you mind, could you like top me off? Could you give me another one?"
Yes, ma'am. And I go get another one.
Yeah. So, yeah, Billy Goat fills it up and he goes, "Yeah, it looks like she probably wants to start a tab. So, what's her name?"
Lamelia.
Lamelia. Gotcha. So he writes her name down and he hands you the second one.
Has
And
Lamelia ever come here before?
he goes, "Yeah, maybe like once or twice before, but I mean, there's a lot of taverns
Uh,
and bars in the city, so
gotcha.
yeah, I mean, I've seen her. She helps out a lot. I see her patrolling around more often. Seen her punch some thieves in the face. She's kind of badass like that."
Awesome. I go take the second drink over, plop it on the table.
Cool. Yeah. So Lamelia, she takes her time with this one. She's sipping it, and she's there for a little while longer. The two gnomes in that section are still there. They're having a good old time. And as Gundrick puts down that second drink, the tavern door opens again, and it's Fran, as you guys all know from the revelry night. And she comes in. She has a little wicker basket with some bread in it, and she walks in the tavern, and as soon as she sees Jim, she goes, "Oh my god, Jim, hi!" And she runs over and she attempts to give you a hug. So what do you want to do there?
I think Fran should roll a charisma check.
Okay, let me roll charisma. All right, she got a 12.
All right, I will tentatively accept the hug.
Gotcha. Okay. So she comes up, she hugs you actually fairly tight, and you kind of just you kind of do like the upper hand hug, and she goes, "I really honestly didn't really think I'd see you here. I just stopped by to deliver some bread." And she holds up the basket, and she goes, "Oh, Billy, here's your bread that you ordered from the other day." And she puts it down onto the uh, bar counter, I guess. And she turns to Jim and she goes, "Well, now that you're here, I might as well just stay a while and grab a drink, right?" And she says, "Yeah, can you go ahead and grab me a teal moon?"
Sure, I can grab you a teal moon, and then I
Yeah,
walk
yeah, of
over
course.
to I forgot the name of the person whose shop this is, but
Oh, Billy Goat. His
I
name is
walk over
Billy Goat.
to Billy and I say, "One teal moon,
He
please."
goes, "Yep, coming right up." And he goes in the back, and you hear a pump going, and he comes back with an ale mug, and inside you see a very teal drink. And he puts it down in front of you and he goes, "Yeah, for Fran, it's on the house. She always comes by and brings his bread. So yeah, just go ahead and give it to Fran."
Okay, so then I will walk over to Fran and I will hand her her drink.
Yeah, and Fran goes, "Yeah, and I really wanted to thank you for the other night, for saving me from that one guy. So yeah, I just really wanted to say thank you. And yeah, if you ever wanted to hang out sometime, I'd be down."
No problem. And then do I have like my stuff with me?
Yeah, I mean, I assume you guys probably just brought all your stuff.
Oh, sick, because I wanted to ask Fran something actually.
Yeah.
So I like check around to see if like there's anyone like watching or anything. Did I?
Can you? I think you should roll stealth at this point.
All right, we'll roll stealth. All right, well that's a bad roll.
What did you
Seven,
get? 7?
total.
Okay, so I mean, you can check, but obviously you're in the line of sight of a lot of other people, so whatever you do may or may not be seen by other people.
Okay, hang on. I'm thinking if I'm okay with that or not.
Wait, I feel like if you roll, like you have to do it, right?
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
send
you
it.
do.
Yeah, I kind of
Alright.
feel like you're in the action of it already if you decided you
Fair
wanted to roll and do
fair
it.
enough, fair enough. Okay. Well then I dig into sort of my like bag or whatever
Mhm.
and I pull out the purple gem from the other day.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And so I go to Fran like, hey, I found this gem the other day, and I
Mm-hmm.
sense some magical properties in it, but
Yeah.
I can't really tell what it's for.
Okay.
Do you think
Yeah.
you could take
And
a look at it?
yeah, for sure. And she takes the
Skiz
gem
is
from
like
you.
eyeing this.
So she takes the gem from you and she holds it up to her eye and she looks at it pretty intently and she goes, let's see, and let me roll real quick for her. Let me roll. And then so she looks at it and she goes, I'm not too sure. I've never seen a gem like this before. I mean, it's definitely magical. Like, don't get me wrong, it's definitely magical. But as for like what magic effect it produces, I'm not 100% sure. If you want, I can like take it home with me and look into it later. But that's only if you're comfortable with it. I definitely don't want to like worry you about this or anything.
It's not that urgent. We can look into it another time together.
Yeah. Oh, together? Yeah, for sure. And so she hands it back to you and she goes, yeah, I mean, I'm free later this week if you want to, come over to my dorm and I have some tools and we can look at it.
That sounds great.
Yeah, so yeah, just come by anytime later this week and I'll probably be there. Right now I'm living in the Academium Guild building. So yeah, just go ahead and drop on by, ask for me and I'll come and get you and we can hang out and investigate this gem together and among other things. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo.
And she goes, yeah, thanks for the drink, Jim. And she starts sipping on her teal moon.
While Thad is watching all this, he's like, is it each of these interactions are happening separately? So are like the other three like kind of just wait?
So this is kind of like happening simultaneously as like Gundrik's thing.
Okay, well then Thad's gonna be with Skiz, and he's gonna be like, "Bro, do you see Jim giving that chick some jewelry over there? They're totally flirting it up."
Yeah, dude, he's trying to slide in right there. Look at my boy go.
Hey, yo, man, let's go! And they're creating a small ruckus. Like,
And yeah.
I get it.
And speaking of ruckus, as you guys are making the ruckus, the door swings open again. And this time it's three very familiar figures. And it turns out it's the Poon Boys.
Oh no.
So Poon Boys saunter in, and as you know, it's Don, Ton, and John. Those are the Poon Boys' names. They all come in. They all somehow have matching leather jackets, and their hands are in their pockets, and they go, "Hey, yo, Billy, give me a table." And Billy's like, "You see, there's tables everywhere. Like, you just sit down wherever you want, and we'll get you a drink." And the Poon Boy goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And so they go sit down in Skiz's section.
Oh shit!
The one's still walking with a limp.
Yeah, so the big guy John, you can see there's some gauze and like bandages around his left kneecap, and yeah, he's kind of limping as he goes to sit down.
Skiz is gonna roll up all nonchalant, like, "Hey, how's it going, fellas? What can I do you for?"
And as they turn to look at you, they go, oh my god, like you work here?
Also, wasn't I hiding when I shot them?
Yeah, I don't
like
think
I
he
don't think
knows
they
that.
know that I'm the one that shot them.
Well, they don't know you shot them, but they did see you with the other
Okay, fair enough.
Pariah members.
Oh, we're just working here for the day, just some help,
Yeah, and Ton, the tall, skinny one, he kind of starts sweating a little bit. He goes, "Yeah, just grab us a couple of Miller High Lives, dude."
I'll grab you some fucking teal apples. All right, I'll be right back.
As whatever you say, yeah. And they're very nervous now because they're traumatized by your run-in with them.
No problem,
As they
boys.
should
I'll
be.
be right back. Hey,
Yeah,
back if you got on too. And he's just kind of like do like a little up nod and just head back to the bar to grab the drinks.
Yeah. Except for John. John's the big dumb one. He goes, "Hi, nice to see you again."
Nice to see you too, big guy. Nice to see you too.
He goes, yeah.
Thad is cleaning his dagger at the bar.
Not much going on up in that head of yours, is there, buddy?
He goes, what's ahead?
Exactly.
Yeah. So the Poon Boys waiting for the drinks as you go grab them.
Yeah, and he's gonna go grab some teal moons for him.
Yeah, and while you're grabbing those, you hear a door open from upstairs, and a another dude comes down from upstairs, and he has a piccolo in his right hand, and he gives like a big yawn, and he goes, "All right, Billy, you got anyone for me to bard off today?" And Billy goes, I mean, I don't know. And he turns to you guys. He goes, any one of you guys a bard?
Oh, a bard, you say? Oh, that's
Shred of the bits, Dad.
I don't know. I hear Gundrik's pretty good.
I, as Kirsten, played the piccolo in high school.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So yeah, and Billy goes, yeah, and he points to the dude with the piccolo, and he goes, yeah, Denny here. He's been looking for someone to bard off for a couple days now, but no bards have come in here. So if you guys are a bard and you want to like entertain him by barding him off, then that'd be cool.
I'm always down for a hard bard off, my guy.
Yeah, bard him off till he finishes, bro.
So he turns to Thenny, and he goes, "Yeah, Thenny, Thad here. He's actually a bard. So if you guys want to have a little bard off, the tavern could use some music." And then he goes, "Yeah, I think I'd like to have a little bard off with Thad over there." And there's a little he goes by the fireplace, and he kind of posts up there, and he goes, "Yeah, Dad, whenever you're ready, we can start this bard off."
I want to get Skiz to be like Rocky style, like water bottle rubbing the shoulders between rounds here.
Yeah. So yes. So Skiz has dropped off the teal moons at the Poon Boys table, and then he goes over to.
I'm gonna drop him off and be like, "Oh yeah, and like we do get paid a little bit, but we do live off tips, you know."
And then Don goes, "Oh yeah, of course," and he goes into his wallet and he pulls out a silver coin, and he goes, "Here you go, thank you so much."
He's just gonna stand there expectantly.
And he goes, this is more than 10%. This is actually more than the actual drinks himself.
He's not gonna say anything, just gonna stand there.
And then so Don he turns to Ton. He goes, Ton, grab something. And so Ton goes, okay. So Ton goes into his little coin purse, and he produces 2 more silver coins. He goes, is this enough?
Oh, I appreciate your generosity, boys. Make sure you come on in another day. All right, have a good one.
He goes, yeah, of course. And then they go to sipping their teal moons.
Nice.
I have a question for Thad. Would Thad be offended if I offered assistance in his bard off, or does he need to win from his own capabilities?
I feel like Thad can support a backup crew. I don't know the rules of the bard off specifically, but if they allow for backup dancing.
Yes.
No. That I was gonna cast a little helping spell on Thad.
Oh, he doesn't know. We don't need a helping spell. I just want you to participate. That if you're gonna participate as backup singer, I'll take it. But
I'll be Thad's backup singer.
Gotcha. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, it's been a while since I barded off 2 guys before, but I do love me a multi bard off."
I don't like this guy's phrasing.
Alrighty, so yeah, if we want to start the bard off, we can. So it'll be the same thing as the Revelry Guild one. It'll be just 3 rounds, or best 2 out of 3. Just roll your performance checks, and we'll go from there. So we'll go ahead and roll the first round. Alrighty, what did you get, Kirsten?
15. What is it as performance? 15 plus 6.
Ooh.
I got a solid 9.
All right, so yeah, we'll say since Anthony's helping, whatever Anthony rolls, we'll cut it in half and add it to Kirsten's score.
Nice, I like.
Okay, so yeah, so he rolled a 15 plus 4, so a 20. So you barely you beat him. So he starts kind of jamming out on the piccolo, but it's clear it's still his morning kind of voice, so it's not like anything crazy. He's still kind of warming up. he goes, "Hey man, I just woke up and this is my first bard off of the day." And so he's so
It's
what
his
do
only
what's
part off of the day. Excuses.
so what song do you play to beat him? We're really delving deep in the fantasy covers of songs.
Let's see. I think Thad is gonna go with my Eric Cocker don't don't want none unless you got spells, son. And he's gonna hit him with like pointing over at Jim here to kind of jam out and like wiki.
And and Danny goes, "Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I really like that song. I do like me some Eric Cockers too. I love to bard off Eric Cockers once in a while."
That's pretty uncomfortable with this man.
Yeah, Fenny is
Jim regrets his decision to exist in this part off.
Alrighty. So yeah, then he goes, "All right, ready for the second round? I'll make sure to come up with a banger this time."
9 plus
Easy.
6.
Critical 20.
15.
Oh my god.
Jim coming in with a hot backup track.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, Thenny did not do very well at all. Thenny got an 8 overall. So as Thenny goes, one of the most vile noises you have heard from a piccolo start to be produced. And Billy goes, "Oh my god, Thenny, turn that shit off, man.
What is this?
What?
Amateur hour?
And then he goes, oh, he just starts grumbling to himself. He's clearly not pleased with the performance. So as Thad sweeps Thenny out of this bard off, what song do you play for the rest of the tavern to send it off?
It's gonna hit him with I chimed in with the haven't you dwarves ever heard of closing the goddamn attic, yeah. That's where Jim sleeps at night.
And then he goes, "Oh my!" And then he goes, "All right, I concede. This bard off wasn't my greatest, but you're clearly talented." And he goes, "Can I ask for your name again?"
Thad Ladley.
Thad Ladley. All right. When I go back to Baldur's Gate, I'll make sure to spread the word of your name because you're pretty talented. And then he pays his room fees and he goes and he gives a little salute and he exits the tavern. And yeah, then he leaves. And everyone's having a good time in the tavern. Lamelia has left by now to go back to sleep pretty much since she was on night watch. Fran's still there. The gnomes are still there. The Poon boys are still there. It's probably around noon to 1-ish. You guys are kind of nearing the end of your help. Billy's like, "Yeah, you guys have been really helpful." And as he says that, the door creaks open and a cold gust of wind comes in. And as you all turn your attention to the door, a tall, slender, dark elf or a drow walks in. You don't hear his footsteps; they're completely silent. But you do notice him come in, and he has a cloak on. He has a hood, but his ears are sticking out of the hood, and he has long silver hair that also protrudes from the hood as well. And he takes a seat in Gundrik's section. As swiftly as he came in, he sits down.
So I was like basically like carving a little like dwarf figurine while I was waiting for more customers. And I don't even notice him at first, but then I see him and I go, "Oh," and I put the figurine away and walk over to him and go, "Oi, can I help you? Can I get you something to drink, Mr. Dark Elf?"
And he looks in your direction and he goes, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, that would be super great, thanks. Yeah, let me get you guys have like teal moons here?"
We do have teal moon. Give me 1 second, I'll grab one for you. Do you want to start the tip or do you want to
no, just the one. I just popped in for a quick second. Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Sounds good. And I go up to the bartender. 1 teal moon, please.
And Billy goes, "Yup." And he brings you a teal moon. And he goes, and he leans over as he hands it to you. He goes, "Yeah, just serve him real quick and get him out of here. We don't really take kindly to drow around here."
Ooh, racism.
Wow.
I take issue with that.
Gundrik just kind of says, Nothing. Takes the drink and goes over and says, "All right, here's your till moon. How much is it?"
Let's just say it's 5 copper.
That will be 5 copper.
And he goes, yeah, yeah, for sure. And without, he's still kind of just like looking in your direction. And as his hand goes into his coin purse and he produces the 5 copper, and you notice he actually has really beautiful and pretty purple eyes. And actually, I will roll perception.
Not gonna be good enough. I got a 4.
Alrighty. So yeah, as it wasn't a very strict like hard check. So as you notice his beautiful purple eyes looking at you, Gundrik, um, you see they're not directly looking at you. They're looking at he's looking at something behind you pretty much. And he's kind of like and you also notice like he's giving little like micro nods and he's like kind of like mouthing words or like mumbling to himself too in between his responses to you.
With absolutely no subtlety, I just turn to see what he's looking at.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. It's just like a thing with me. It's really hard to explain, but in essence, um how should I explain this?" And he's being like real thoughtful about it, and you could tell like this drow elf, he's kind of like he's a nice guy, and he goes, "Well, I see this like long scroll of like messages, I guess I should say, and I'm a warlock by trade, you see, and basically my patron, I know there's a lot of other patrons out there, it's kind of like taboo to talk about them, but mine's pretty like out there and going. They're called Chat or something like that. Yeah, they're called Chat. So basically they kind of like donate stuff and like give me stuff to do, and I like talk to them, and I like fulfill their wishes, and they get some kind of like joy of like seeing me do stuff. So they actually told me to come into this tavern today to stop by for a drink. So yeah, I'm talking to Chat most of the time, but yeah, you don't really have to worry about that.
Oh, that's hilarious. Um, Anthony in the chat is suggesting that Ethan say there's ghosts in the tavern because I'd freak out. Um, yeah, and I go, "Can you see anything right here? Like, what do you see?"
Oh, yeah, I mean, I can see it behind you, if that makes sense. It's not, like, physically present in this current plane of existence, but, like, I can see it looks like a long scroll, and messages pop up from, like, different, members of chat pretty much, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, you look good today, Philandial," or like, "Oh, go do this," or like, if I donate, like 50 silver, will you go do this? And they just like ask me to do stuff.
Can I do an Arcana check just to see, or what check would I do to understand, like, if I know how much I know about like multiple dimensions and that stuff?
Yeah, definitely Arcana. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I got a 21. So I think I'm not going to, yeah, I'm not going to freak out over him doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, with a 21, you have a pretty good grasp of what he's talking about, and as so in essence, what he's talking about is his patron is actually a group like collective consciousness of other, not like you could say like deities or like fiends or celestial creatures that all kind of like come together as a consciousness to watch the Landiol go about his day. He's basically, I made this guy into a Twitch streamer in in the Forgotten Realms. He reads chat every day and he does stuff for them.
And I think about it and I'm like, oi, that's kind of nuts. I've never heard of deities just wanting to watch someone do their life. Do they not request like you to go like slay a dragon or like go like find some gold or something or like fix a shrine?
And he goes, "Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty happy to say I've completed every single request chat's asked me, ever since I contracted with them. Pretty much, I've been contracting with them for I would say about like 10 years now. So I mean, there's a lot of content that I've done for them, pretty much.
Wow. Actually, I'm going to completely disregard Billy Goat's orders. I'm actually I'll go. Do you want another drink? It's on the house.
And the landing goes, oh no, I can't. Chat tells me I need to move to the next location, so I'll just take this one. And he finishes it pretty quickly. And he goes, and what was your name again?
Gundrick.
Gundrick. Nice to meet you. I'm Thilandiel. And he puts out his hand to shake.
Nice to meet you, Thilandiel. I hope I see you around.
Yeah. And as you shake his hand, it's really cold. And he
It's
goes,
really cold.
Yeah, his hand is like freezing cold. And he goes, yep, looking forward to seeing you again. And he gives you a little salute, and he silently walks out of the tavern again. And Billy Goat, he comes from behind the bar. He comes up to Gundrick and he goes, Gundrick, I'm grateful you got him out as quickly as possible, but did you really have to be friendly with him?
I don't see a problem.
Billy Goat, he goes, that's what's the issue with some college students. They don't really know. And he takes you by the shoulder and he goes, Gundrick, I don't blame you for this, but drow are generally bad people. They do a lot of hitman work. They do a lot of assassination work. They do a lot of just generally evil mercenary work. They worship evil gods. And, it might sound really rude, but I just can't get behind that.
Just making me like him more.
Can I do a history check?
Yeah. For what exactly, though?
Like to see, to understand, how accurate that is, or well, like how much I've heard of these things. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
5 plus 6. I got 7. Yeah.
A 7. Okay, so yeah, as since you got a 7, you're not overtly familiar with drow customs and drow culture. So everything you might have to take everything Billy's saying to you at face value, or you can choose to disregard it and obviously form your own opinion on what you believe drow to be.
Yeah, I mean, I go, I don't know much about drow. Seemed like nice guy. Hope others, but maybe others aren't like that.
Yeah, and Billy goes, well, in any case, that's over. And he goes, he kind of gathers. At this point, the bar's or the tavern is kind of emptying out. And he goes, yeah, well, looks like it might be an early close for me today. Just kind of kick back and relax. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your help. And he produces a gold coin for each of you. And he goes, yeah, we had a really good month last month. So yeah, I really appreciate your guys' help. And he gives you each a gold coin. And yeah, he goes, thank you so much. I'll go by the university later, telling them you guys did a great job. But yeah, and at that point, Sar is also walking into the timer as well. And she goes, yeah, oh, hey, Billy, how's it going? And she goes, yeah, how'd your guys' shift request go?
Thad killed it in a bard off as usual.
Oh, awesome. Glad to hear.
Lose. Only because Jim was such a killer backup.
And she goes, oh, I'm so glad you guys are helping each other out.
I'm kind of jumping for joy, holding up the card in there, and I'm Lamelia gave me stonemason reference.
And Sar goes, oh, good for you. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. Yeah, no, that'll be fun. Yeah. And she goes, well, yeah, do you guys want to go do it? Because it's still around 1 or 2. It's the beginning of the afternoon now. And she goes, well, do you guys want to head on another request, or do you guys want to go do something else? Yeah, I mean, obviously I know Jim and Skiz are really excited about this whole Death Knight thing. So, I mean, it really depends on Thad and Gundrick, whatever you guys want to do.
I mean, I am definitely a fan of going to slay this Death Knight. However, I'm just wondering if it makes more sense time relative to because it's close to nighttime, right?
No, it's 2.
Oh yeah, Death Knight. I was gonna say if it was late, we could just deliver the love letter.
No, you guys did not spend your whole day at this tavern.
I sigh and we can do Death Knight if that's what you prefer.
I guess I'm on board too.
And Sarah's like, okay, good, yeah. And she goes, well, yeah, the request is in a little town square within the city, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. And she waves bye to Billy as she leads you guys out of the tavern.
Wait, on the way out, Thad wants to stop by Billy and let him know, like, hey man, like, I had a really great time here today. If you ever need some tunes to liven up this place, let me know.
Yeah, and Billy goes, yeah, do you have like a card or something that I can like get from you?
I was just gonna say that
Thad
Dad
writes
used to make
that on a
business
napkin.
cards.
And he goes, that sounds like a future headliner if I ever seen one.
Oh,
And
thanks. Mom gave it to me.
and he goes, yep, my mama gave me my name too. So he waves goodbye to you all as you exit the tavern. Hey everyone, thanks so much for listening to D&DU. We're having a blast making this podcast and learning every step of the way. We hope you enjoyed listening to our banter and our shenanigans, and we hope to keep on delivering great content from this homebrew campaign. Feel free to follow the podcast so you can get notified about every new episode, and we'll be looking to maybe deliver some other content other than this campaign. Again, thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.